Hey there, knife lovers. Oh, yeah. We got this in today, and I'll tell you what, Liong Mah, CRKT, The Remedy. You know, the GSD just wasn't for me, but the Remedy, yeah, that's so much better. It really is. It's a frame lock flipper. It's on IKBS bearings. This flips a lot better than the GSDs I had. I mean, right out of the box, it flips like a dream. It's got IKBS bearings. There's your model number, IKBS, Remedy, Liong Mah. Pocket clip. 2 screws holding it in. Don't have to worry about that moving around. Frame lock, nice and smooth. No sharp edges anywhere. And you got these nice little standoffs. Well done. Steel frame, steel scales, and you've got a lanyard hole. And you have right hand tip up carry. If you're left-handed, you don't matter in this world. You just need to get over it. I mean, I can't tell you how many knives I see right hand tip up only, and there's no lefty for the lefties. It's tough. I guess you got to go this way. You know, you just put it in the pocket and blade faces forward instead of backwards. I mean, that's just the way it goes. It's a right-hander's world, I guess. But in any case, wow. My son's left-handed. He plays guitar right-handed. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. You have to really adapt if you're a lefty. It's tough. But in any case, this is so much, I like this so much better than the GSD. I was hoping I would. I was like, please, God, please make this better, because I wasn't a big fan of the GSD. Still, this is, you know, a little thin up here, but the spacing's wider, and there's no G10 backspacer, which is fine. Open design, easy to clean. Wow. I mean, look at this. Pivot's nice, like baby moons. Easy to get to. It's not a deep carry clip, but that's okay. I mean, this is a budget end knife, right? It's around $35 to $40, and you know, so you're gonna, you know, it's gonna be a working knife. It's got aggressive jimping up here on top of the blade. Now, a little bit of a choil. You can do this. You can do this without cutting yourself. The flipper tab is fairly far forward, but it's okay. And it's got jimping on it. And, you know, they've rounded these edges. I think they've done a better job on this than they did on the GSD. And you know what? This is a bigger blade. It's a bigger knife. And I love that. I loves me a bigger blade and a bigger knife. But look at the thing. I know it's, you know, we're not talking super high-end materials, but, you know, I believe this is 8CR13 MOV. But, wow. I like it. I really do. I got this at GP Knives, and they have a great price on these. So I'm going to put my link to GP Knives. I don't know these people at GP Knives, but I know one thing. I got a Carnivex from them, and I got this from them, and those prices are very competitive. Shipping ain't free, but you know, you're going to pay the piper one way or the other. If it's free shipping, you're probably going to pay more for the knife. So it's kind of better to know your knife price and to know, well, I mean, the shipping was quick though. It was priority, USPS. So bam, it got to me quick. Really cool. Wow, I like this knife so much better. I like it better than the GSD. God, I'm not here to trash the GSD, but I like this one so much better. 5.3. Well, that's a lot of steel there. That's a lot of steel. Oh, and for you that go in grams, about 150 grams, 149. 5.3, real carryable. Let's just do this. I ponder this knife. I really did, because I thought, is this going to be better? And it's over 3.5. It's like 5 3/8 in my book. And, which is, what, about 9 centimeters and a little over 8. It's like about 8 1/4 overall, which is like coming up on 21 centimeters. Now, let's see how much of a knife you got in your hand. Well, this gets around it real quick, so, and not quite a 1/2 inch anywhere along here. You know, 0.43. It would have been, I always kind of, I wish they just a little wider, but oh well. So you got about 11 millimeters. Yeah, yeah. I still felt when I got this knife out that it felt a little thin in my hands. You know what I mean? It could use just ever so much more out here. And I probably, it's hard to tell the thickness on the scales because my caliper is not going to reach in that far, and you've got this cutaway here. So I don't know how thick the scales get at the thickest part. But I think they could have been just a little bit more. Because if you look at the Fossil and the Carnifex, those are thicker. I mean, because you've got the G10 on top, but the Carnifex has thicker steel. And this makes up for it because it's got this overlay of G10. So this is like 0.6 of an inch. Okay? This is 0.45. This is a lot thinner. And I like a little bit more in my hand. I don't know. Maybe you got gloves on. I don't know. This definitely no hot spots here. So I got no issues with the pocket clip. I think it's very utilitarian and appropriate. Doesn't interfere with anything, and obviously acts a little bit as an over travel stop for the frame. And of course, you got your little detamp ball in there, you can see right through there. See? And down. And the detent's good. And it flips really good. And the IKBS, I haven't put any lube. I got this out of the box. Perfectly centered. And flips great. Right out. So all I got to say is the GSDs needed a little love. They needed a little warming up, and they needed, you know, a little care. This, no. It's right out. It's good. It's set up. It's ready to go. I think this is a real improvement. And, you know, it's like Liong Mah, he does some wonderful stuff. I mean, we got to give him a little bit of, you know, deference when we do a knife with his design, even though it's a budget-oriented knife. And you know what? I looked at the price and I thought, oh, no. 35 bucks, you know, 37 bucks, whatever. That's not the SRP, but that's GP Knives price. And I thought, oh, yeah, it should have been like a $50 knife. It should have been more stuff in it somehow. I was afraid. But you know what? When I got it, I think rather than judging it on the price, I think you need to look at it for the quality. And you know what? This is better than a $35 knife or a $37 or $38 knife. I'm surprised. I am pleasantly surprised. Yes, I shouldn't have been so judgmental before I had the knife in my hand. But no, it flips great. I love the design. I mean, I like his stuff anyhow. But it's an easy one-handed knife. And you know what? I think it's just actually a bargain at the price is what I think it is. That's my bottom line. This knife could sell for a lot more. and still be a good value. But at the price point they've got this at, I think it's going to be wildly I think it's going to be wildly popular. I really do. I'm, you know, the Remedy, right? Well, I went on eBay and looked. I mean, you know, you can go to different places online and you can see his mid-tech Remedy, and you know, it's, I don't know, $350 or $375, something like that, $100, you know. So, hey, 1/10 of the price. Got his design in a pretty good little knife. Oh, come here. Let's see if this. Oh, you know what? This I can actually cut paper. Wow, this is nice and sharp. Really nice and sharp. Woo, yeah, that works. And that's you know, it's kind of nice to have a knife that will cut, because that's kind of the whole point. But style never hurts, and this has got some style. I am really digging this. I'll tell you what, between this and CRKT Carnifex, wow. You know, wow. I like a lot. You know, I was a CRKT fan when I first heard of them, you know, years ago. And I kind of got into them, and then I kind of got out of knives altogether for a long time. And then when I got back into knives, I didn't get back into CRKT. But you know what? I think it's not that I didn't get into CRKT. I think they didn't get into me. They didn't appeal specifically to me. And this is a direction that I like, because this and the Carnifex, the Icoma stuff and the Liong Mah stuff, wow, I might have to take, you know, another look at some of their other models, because I'm liking what I'm seeing from them now. You might want to check this out. This is pretty good. It's a, you know, the thickness here, not as much as I would like. Could they have maybe done a G10 scale? Yeah, you know, but this is real industrial. You know, this is real stonewashy, and so this will take a lot of, you know, knocking around and abuse and stuff and still come up looking fine. And so maybe that's part of the point. And it's tough. It's strong. And it's very sharp. So a good working man knife, but a knife with style. A knife with style. Hey, if you're going to put something in your pocket for under 50 bucks, you could do a lot worse. A lot worse. This would be a great EDC carry choice. As far as I'm concerned, I like the blade length being just a skosh over 3.5. Overall length, it's a good size knife. You got some meaningful jimping here. Very open design, easy to clean. Lanyard hole. Pocket clip makes sense. Stonewashy, tough materials, and a pivot that's giving you a little bit of shine, you know, a little bit of upscale there. You know, not overly done, but kind of cool. It kind of blends with everything else, I think. Neat. Okay, I'm going to cut you loose. But you know what? Yeah, that's good. And GP knives, if they've got them in stock, check them, because I'm finding that I think they're very, very competitive. So you might want to stay on site with that. Me and a couple of buddies, we jumped in and got some Carnifex, and I see that they're out of stock now. So I might have, we might have been a little over enthusiastic, but couldn't find them anywhere else in stock. And here's GP, boom, and great price on that too. Oh, it's killer. So I grabbed this one too. And so I got one of each. In any case, thanks guys. Love them knives. We'll be back, and it's going to get crazy. It's going to get way more interesting. We've got some strange stuff coming in, but some really cool stuff as well. All right, stay with us. Hey, we love them knives.